Hamilton County, Indiana is on social media bragging about a DUI checkpoint on March 15, 2024. Based on the information in this post, I want to tell you that I think this particular checkpoint is unconstitutional. Why do I think that? Well, 240 cars go through the checkpoint and they got one DUI arrest on St. Patrick's Day weekend. This raises two huge red flags that this checkpoint was likely unconstitutional. Now, to start, checkpoints in Indiana, if done correctly, are constitutional. I think even when done correctly, they are a huge waste of time and resources, but whatever. Now, my red flags. Number one, to be constitutional, checkpoints have to be effective. In the most important case on checkpoints in Indiana history, Gershofer, there were 200 cars in the checkpoint, and that resulted in 2 DUI arrests. The Indiana Supreme Court was not impressed with that number, and they called it fairly low. This low apprehension rate was one of the reasons the court declared the checkpoint in Gershofer unconstitutional. Red flag number two. Another factor weighing in the constitutionality of a checkpoint is if the location has a history of drunk driving. Basically, lots of drunk driving arrests. Keep in mind, this was the Friday of St. Patrick's Day weekend. There's parades, there's beer tents, bars are going crazy. People are drinking all day on Friday, and they got one drunk driving arrest. That tells me that location is likely not a big area for drunk driving, which if you look at that location, it's basically in the middle of a residential area with an IKEA, a Topgolf, and a Shake Shack nearby. There are other factors to consider in whether or not a DUI checkpoint is constitutional, but the effectiveness and the location are jumping out and making me question whether or not this checkpoint was constitutional. Now, I have no idea who was actually arrested at that checkpoint, but I hope they have an attorney that will fight like hell for them, because something does not seem right about this checkpoint.